Good morning, and welcome to Positive Talk with Carrie, your total wellness, focusing on the health of your mind, your body, and your soul. As you know, this is a time for you to sit back, relax, and just listen to the message. You can definitely comment in the section if you would like, but this is your time just to relax and reflect on life and just things that we're going to talk about. The message we're going to talk about today, your topic, is parts that don't want to heal. So, when we choose something that is not best for us, a deeper seated part of us has a really hard time or can't heal. And so, we're going to talk about that. But before we do, I wanted to share with you the 3 things that I'm thankful for this morning. I enjoy coming on here. I enjoy sharing those 3 things with you, but I enjoy sharing those 3 things with everyone. And it has definitely helped me to start my day off on such a good, positive note. And really, how you start your day affects your entire mood. It affects your daily activity, and it carries through and follows you throughout the day. So it's really important to start your day on a positive note, to do something that is going to cause joy or happiness, to help motivate you, but also to help put you into a happy, joyous, thankful, and positive mindset. So think about things that you are thankful for. Think about everything that you have in this world, everything around you. Maybe there are things that you don't personally own or have, but you can see, you can experience. When I first started doing this, I reflected as I was going through my journal and writing them down. I was reflecting on my friends and my family and my house and my dog and my job and my car and everything physically that I had. And then I started kind of going deeper and thinking about, okay, what else? Well, I'm happy. I get up in the morning and I have my cup of coffee. I am thankful that I have water to drink. I am thankful that there's light, electricity in my house. I am thankful that there are trees for me to view and trees to help the earth. I'm thankful for the birds. And I just started going on and on and on and on. That really opened my eyes to everything that we have in this world, in this universe, everything that is around us. And yes, family and friends and physical people, interaction, animals, those are all important, absolutely. But those are the things that we know. There are so many things that we take for granted. And I had this conversation this weekend with some new friends. And it got me really thinking about the things that we are thankful for. The other thing to do when you're doing your thankful moment is to think about experiences that you've had. Maybe they were challenges that you had that you were able to overcome, situations where you were able to stay calm and be able to respond responsively or rationally. There's all kinds of situations that we can be thankful for. And when you do this, I feel that it's really important that you sit in a quiet space or quiet room. Spend some time just closing your eyes, breathing, concentrating on your breath, and focusing on your chest and your heartbeat and your breathing just for a few seconds. And then open your eyes and begin to write down the things that you are thankful for. Say them out loud. I write them in a journal. I also write them on a post-it note so that I can post them somewhere where I can see them throughout the day. But say them out loud at one point. Bring them forward and help them to become even more real so that that can help you. I post them because then I can reflect back on that throughout the day and remind myself about these three things. And that helps me when I have moments of frustration or sadness or anger that comes around, and I can take a pause. I can look at those three things. I can say them in my head. I can say them out loud. Take a deep breath and then move forward. And it's amazing how it does help. It does help. It's also helpful to do them at night before you go to bed. Say them out loud. Do a little bit of breathing, meditation for just a few seconds or a few minutes. Build yourself up, because meditation is actually it can be a difficult thing to do because you're in pause and in silence for so long of a period of time, and people don't realize that 1 minute, 2 minutes could be a long time. So building up to a 5 minute, building up to a 10 minute, that can take some practice, because our mind is just throughout the day, and it's hard to bring it to a pause. And even when we wake up in the morning, our mind is starting to go of all the things that we need to do. So 3 things that I am thankful for this morning. I am thankful for new beginnings and new opportunities. This week I have an opportunity that is coming up. I am so excited for it. I know that this is something that is going to be really good, really, really good. And I feel very good about it. So I am thankful for that. I am thankful for new opportunities and new beginnings. Second thing I'm thankful for is, it was interesting. I woke up this morning and I kind of felt a little different, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, it is raining this morning, which it's interesting that when you talk to people up here in the Pacific Northwest who've been here all their life or have been here for years, oh, it's raining again. But you know what? Someone from outside of the state who's only been here a short period of time, I actually enjoy when it rains sometimes, because I love the fact that we live in a state that is so beautiful with nature. The greens, the different shades of blues, the trees, the plants, the beautiful sky, the mountains, the snow that is still on the mountains. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous state. And it wouldn't be this gorgeous if it wasn't for the fact that we get rain every once in a while. And I thought about that also because the other night I was watching a show. It was one of my Victorian shows about Queen Victoria, and there was a knight that was talking to a princess walking through a meadow, and she was from Spain, and she mentioned how she didn't like how it was always wet and cold. And he made the comment that you'll get used to the cold or the colder nights and the colder days. You know, grab an extra shawl, grab an extra layer. But the one thing that is so wonderful about the rain is that is how beautiful and lush the country is, and the countryside and the meadows. And I started thinking, yeah, Washington is a lot like that, where it's beautiful, green, and just gorgeous. So I'm thankful for the rain. And the third thing that I am thankful for, you know, if anyone knows about yesterday, there was a super blue moon last night. And this was an opportunity to be able to experience a little bit of nature and the universe, you know, helping to refresh us. And it was, you know, very interesting because, you know, this moon, this blue supermoon is what they're calling it, was very rare. And there's like roughly 25% of full moons are supermoons, and only 3% of full moons are blue moons. So if you had an opportunity to see it last night, you had an opportunity to see something very rare and something that happens, from my understanding, I think it's only like every 35 years. So great opportunity to be able to see this amazing moon. One of the things that I learned that if you fill up a glass of water, or just, you know, half a glass of water or whatever, and you put it out when the moon is shining, the super moon will power that water, and you drink it the next morning, and it will give you great refreshment. The other thing about it was, I was very excited to read my horoscope yesterday, and so I'm thankful for the moon. This was my whole point. But my horoscope read, I'm an Aries, and Aries finds balance between personal ambition and emotional needs. With the sun in Leo opposing the moon in the Aquarius today, Aries may feel a tug-of-war between career ambitions and the necessity for personal downtime. This planetary opposition gives us the need to find equal between your public presence and your private emotional needs. And I thought that was interesting because, you know, currently I'm not working right now. I'm looking for new employment. But this time has given me pause, which I haven't really had a true like vacation in a long time. So being able to have this time, and it's not a vacation for it by any means. It's been stressful, but it's given me some moments just to sit and pause and, you know, read a book, or just sit on the back porch and just enjoy doing nothing without any pressure of work at the moment, or an assignment, or a project, or a meeting. And it felt good. And yes, I still have pressures of, you know, trying to find employment and having interviews and talking to people. But especially the last couple of days, I have felt so good. I know that something is going to happen this week. You just get that feeling. And then today, when I saw my horoscope, it says, Aries may find today's energy particularly electric, with the sun's conjunction with Mercury in Leo, spotlighting the realm of career and ambitions. The social event suggests a rare opportunity to communicate your most innovative ideas, and make an impact. That's great. So, those are the three things that I am thankful for. And I have them written down. I'm going to reflect on them. I'm going to use them today for my motivation, for helping me to stay in a positive state. So, what are you thankful for? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? What are the things that either they are people, maybe they're animals, maybe they are possessions that you have, maybe they are your surrounding environment. Think about everything and try to go deep in thinking about really everything in your life. We do have a lot to be thankful for, even when times are tough, even when we hit a low and we are without. There are still things to be thankful for. All right, let's take a deep breath and let's talk about parts that don't want to heal. So, parts that don't want to heal, as I mentioned earlier, when we choose something that is not best for us, a deep-seated part of us cannot or won't heal. And in most and every case, we know what is best for us, from the relationships that we create to the food that we eat. But still, it is often difficult to make the right choices for ourselves. We find ourselves hanging out with someone who leaves us feeling drained, or choosing to eat fast food over a salad or something healthy. We go through phases where we stop doing maybe our yoga or taking our vitamins. Even though we feel so much better when we do these things, we go through phases where we forget or we stop doing it. And usually we have no idea why we continue to make the less enlightened choices. But we must inquire into ourselves to find out. And when we choose something that is not best for us, the truth cannot be that there is the truth can be that there is a deep-seated part of us that does not want to heal. We may say it's because we don't have the time, the energy, or the resources. But the real truth is that when we don't take time to care for ourselves, we fall prey to self-sabotage. And we've gone into discussions of self-sabotage and how we need to be aware of it so that we can stop it. And self-sabotage happens unconsciously, which is why it's so difficult to see that we are doing it. It's important to realize that the every part of us that resist our healing is the part that most needs our attention and love. And even as it appears to be working against us, it can become our greatest ally if we can simply bring it into light of our consciousness. It carries information we need to move to the next level in our healing process. And when we realize that we are not making healthy choices, we might even say out loud, I am not taking care of myself. And I'm sure many of us have said this. I am not taking care of myself. Sometimes this is a jolt we need to wake us up to what really is happening. Next, we can sit ourselves down in meditation with a journal or with a trusted friend to explore the matter more and to really look at it thoroughly. Just shining the light of our awareness on the source of our resistance is something enough to dispel its power. At other times, further effort is required. Either way, we need not fear these parts that do not want to heal. We only need to take them under our wing and bring them with us into the light. When we are trying to go through a process, especially healing of any kind, it's important to be aware of it. It's important to know, what we're doing to heal and the different things that we are doing. But one thing we need to remember is we don't need to do it alone all the time. You can always ask for help. You can always have somebody near. You can always have someone to talk to. There's a lot of people out there. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. It can be a counselor. It could be a life coach. It could be a psychologist. It could be anyone that can sit down. It can be a pastor. It can be a priest. It can be someone that understands how to listen, truly listen, but also has the ability to guide. Because some of it is, yes, we need someone to hear us. We need someone to listen to us. But many times we need feedback to help us and guide us through this healing process. And if you ever need someone to talk to or someone to listen, please reach out. I am here for you. I am here to help you. I'm here to guide you. And I can do that. There's so many things that has happened in life where if we just take a pause, and a pause could be anywhere from a few minutes, maybe 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 20 minutes, a half hour. I know many of us have heard probably over the years that it's important to take little cat naps, that's what they call them, or little opportunities for rest. And to do about a 20 to 30 minute is a great refresher for our bodies. And I know that some cultures make fun of or tease the Spanish culture for their siestas, but they actually are very smart in those siestas because that gives them time to pause, to relax, to gain back the energy, to refresh themselves, to continue the day, to continue being there for others. And I do think that it's important. You think about in any type of job or work, you're given breaks throughout the day. You're given opportunities for breaks. Do you take those breaks? You should. You should take them. Instead of taking little moments of walking away from your computer or little moments of grabbing a cup of coffee or grabbing a drink and considering that a break, take an actual break. Take a 15-minute. And don't get on your phone, but take a 15-minute and just close your eyes and be at pause. That helps to refresh your mind and your body, and that will help you to 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 re-energize yourself and prepare yourselves for the remainder of the day. But a lot of us, we don't, and we just continue to work and work and work and work and work. And then we are so exhausted by the end of the day, so exhausted. And we still have things to do when we get home. So we have those opportunities. Take advantage of those opportunities and take a pause in your day. That can help with healing as well. But if you ever need someone to talk to, reach out to, please reach out. Let me know. Let's get on a call. Let's get on a video chat so we can see each other, and let's talk through it. I'm here to listen, and I'm also here to give feedback if you want. So that is my time with you today. I want to thank you so much for joining me on Positive Talk with Carrie. I hope this was helpful and thinking about the things that you were thankful for, but also thinking about parts of you that have not healed yet and how you can take those steps forward to heal. Again, if you ever want to talk about this or any other topics that I present on here, please reach out to me. So I will leave you now. Happy Tuesday. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. Again, this is Positive Talk with Carrie, your total wellness, focusing on the health of your mind, your body, and your soul. Be kind, be safe, and love one another. And I'll see you again soon.